Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry I haven't been uploading, but here we are, live and well. Today we're going to be reviewing the brand new TV series called 13 Reasons Why. Now it is a Netflix show and it's taken the world by storm. And basically, you know, it's so big that even on a Facebook page, the meme page has 467,000 likes. So it is big. But basically the series follows Clay Jensen, who is a high school student, quite shy, and he returns home from school one day to find a parcel filled with tapes. And these tapes contain stories of Hannah Baker's life, and it basically, each tape releases details of why she killed herself. So it is quite a smart series, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, you know, we'll start off with some characters. Clay. Who is Clay? What is Clay, you know?
He is the lead, and I have to admit he did a really good job.
Yeah.
His character is played really well. Yeah.
He did real good acting.
And because we saw him in Goosebumps.
Yes,
that was the 2015 film at the end. And he was also in that one, the very good Horrible Bad, the Alexander and the Very Horrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
So he has been in other stuff, but this is a whole different thing for him going in TV series, you know. But he does play the role really well, you know, and it's believable.
Yeah, it's nice to see how his character changes throughout the series. Like he becomes less shy, I'd say.
And he's a bit dickish. Like he does get a bit like, you killed Hannah. He makes everyone feel a bit like they all contributed to kill Hannah, because the reason why Hannah made these tapes because she was bullied by all these people, 13 people, and then there's Hannah, of course, who is the main female lead, and she's the one that basically commits suicide, Hannah Baker. And you know, she's got a family and her mum and her dad who's struggling to keep the family well, and you know, Hannah's mum does play the role well.
Yeah, I'd say she was really good.
There was some scenes where like they repetitively cried, and it kind of got a bit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, your daughter died, but we're seeing the same acting, and it was kind of like they have to change up. But that scene where she commits suicide in the bath and they run it, she played that well.
That was very good, yeah.
Now, what like I noticed with Hannah's parents is that like you learned a bit about them, right? And then it just kind of stayed there. Like you got to a point, and like their parents didn't progress.
Exactly.
Like it just stayed there. Like, oh yeah, we're Hannah's parents. We're gonna stay sad throughout the whole thing, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like I wish they incorporated a bit more into like their characters, because
And there's some other characters like Tony, who's the wise guy. He has the car, and he's a friend to Clay, but never tells him what the tape is going to be about. And then there's other people like Courtney. Where do we start with Courtney? She is an absolute horrible.
Yeah.
She's the one that really upset Hannah through the beginning, like Justin did.
Throughout.
She was an early tape.
Because they're basically divided into certain groups, and the jocks would be Bryce, Justin, I guess Zach. And Alex kind of becomes one.
Alex progresses
and
into
the black guy. Who's the black guy? Is it Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus.
Marcus as well.
Yeah.
So they're all jocks, and you know, jocks can in these shows be the bullies and stuff. So
I'd say throughout the show, I didn't actually like see Marcus as much of a jock. Like I only until his tape.
He had a perfect record.
Yeah, until his tape, I thought he was fine.
Yeah, same. Yeah, but you think that of all the about all the characters.
Yeah.
You sort of see them. You see the nice sides of them.
Yeah,
and then when you see the tape that they wrong.
I want to talk about Justin and Jessica. I thought they were like very interesting. Like I didn't know what was like happening between them, because throughout the story it always got referred back to them and their tape. And then I remember Jessica saying, "What if Clay gets up to my tape? What's he gonna do?" Like, did you see that getting referred? And I was like very interested to see like what she did do. And
like it is a show that's, you know, becoming big. It is very big. A lot of people are watching it, binging it, especially.
Binge watching.
How many did you watch in like an like? I couldn't binge it. I didn't think it was good enough to binge
one day.
And you know why I couldn't binge it? I couldn't binge it, and I'll tell you why. Because it just comparing it to other shows, it just wasn't as good. like for example, like Riverdale's another big competition. That is one of the Netflix. I haven't seen it. I only saw like a bit of the stuff. I haven't watched the whole thing. But then stuff like Walking Dead. I'm a fan of Walking Dead. The TV series Lost. That was a great one. These are just some. I'm one person, but I didn't think it was strong enough. It's that typical school thing. We want something that breaks that barrier.
I think it was.
You do get the suicide.
Exactly.
There's not many suicides.
I thought it was.
But Riverdale,
typical.
they just did a death. In the first episode, they talk about murder. Someone died, right? Our producer back there, he knows what I mean.
Yeah.
So like, what we're doing school here and school here in two episodes, 2 series, and someone dies. So it's like you're repeating the same thing.
You're getting that typical American high school.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was
Like,
very.
Yeah, they have to put a death to make it a bit more, but slightly.
Another like on the topic of deaths, Jeff's death. That got me.
Jeff, yeah.
Because I didn't know he died, and that was like I was quite because he was a very nice character. He was I feel like he was one of the characters that wasn't in the tape, except for Tony, and he was very nice. Yeah, he was nice.
In terms of like flashbacks, what they do is they like flip it. They make it kind of a flashback, so it goes Clay present day, and then Hannah's while she's alive. Clay past day.
Yeah.
So like the present day is a very grey, cold colour, and then past is warm.
Oh, the colours.
Yeah, so
the
it's kind of it's strange. I feel like sometimes you go flashback a bit cold because on the topic it is cold, but in flashbacks they're normally bright and colourful.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that they did that. But the way they made those two join together, flashback. The transitions were incredible.
They were really good.
What I was confused about was, I don't know if you guys remember, but how Hannah gave them a map of places where things happen.
Oh, yes.
I feel like they didn't carry that out very well.
It was a bit pointless.
It was very
why would you actually go to? Why would you actually go to that destination just to stand and hear it?
Yeah, because there was I swear there was only 3 that I vividly remember. The park, that photographer's house.
Yeah. And the liquor store.
Yeah, the liquor store. That was about it.
Other thing I didn't get about the show, in the first few episodes, they talked about side A and side B. Then by the 11th episode, they said, this is the 11th tape. So I'm like, wait, hang on, I thought we were doing episode A is tape A.
Yeah.
So like, episode 1 is tape A, episode 2 is tape B of tape 1.
That's why it should have been 26 episodes.
Exactly, so they actually stuffed it up there. Or they had side A and side B in one episode that I missed it. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know.
Like, have you read when you actually click on the video? It says episode 1, tape A.
Yeah.
So, you know how all the episodes are 1 hour?
Yeah.
They could have split that.
Half
the
an hour.
episode,
I guess. But Netflix do hour shows. No adverts. No adverts.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why. So yeah, but yeah.
So let's talk about season 2. Is there going to be a second season?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a big topic. I've searched up a bit and I've looked at some articles about it. I don't know if there is going to be a season 2.
Yeah.
And I think there could be a season 2. They could
cast the saying, "Oh, we might make one," because the response from the fans.
The ending does end with a lot of cliffhangers.
So
there's a lot you could move on with in season 2.
And I think because it was based on a novel, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
I'm not sure, but I think the novel just ends with season 1. So that's why they might have said, "Oh, we're not making a season 2." So maybe they go beyond the novel and make up some other stuff that's original.
There's lots of things that people want to know about Alex's death.
Exactly. Because Alex dies.
Alex
didn't die.
Yeah, no.
Alex
the thing is, Alex didn't die. It's
Sorry,
just
Alex
there's a
didn't
scene where the
He
principal
just got
comes
shot in the head.
with Mr. Porter, and he's like, "We have Alex, who's very in severe condition at the hospital with a gunshot."
So they want us to think
know.
that he's dead because then that's another suicide, but he's not necessarily dead. So yeah,
there's a lot.
I feel like that's one way they can carry on the story.
I guess, but the way they ended it, I don't know about you guys, but it's just they went off. They wanted to make it seem happy, but they went off in the car thinking, "Oh well, we're all done now."
Yeah.
But it's kind of like you didn't leave us on a cliffhanger, did you? You left us on
kind of like a bad ending.
But I know the producers, especially Selena Gomez, who is a producer of the show.
Co-producer, yeah.
She was saying, you know, this show is more about the awareness. You know, we care about, you know, lives and suicide.
Yeah.
But that's probably why they ended it that way, because they wanted to make it seem like it's okay, you can get through it.
Yeah,
not like, oh, let's make a series where we leave them on cliffhangers.
No, like, because they had episode 14. I don't know if you watched. I watched like a snippet of it, and it's talking about, it's with like specialists like, and they're talking about cyberbullying, bullying, how to deal.
They're not actually talking about like we wanted to create like some good like
I guess
show
moments. The show wasn't really. It was for entertainment, but it wasn't mainly for entertainment. It was mainly for getting the message across.
But that's what they say. They could be lying. You know, who doesn't want a bit of money? Yeah. I think Selena Gomez might be looking at it like we want to make a cool series, but she wants to have a good image. So like, you know,
she's one of those. She's one of those like role models.
Yeah, she's like an influencer.
It's like it's a 50-50. You know?
She has a big following. So if she has those.
But I mean, no offense, I think most of the fans aren't in it for the awareness. They just want some entertainment. Come on, that's why you binged it. I want to know what happens next. So you know, when the creators say this is about awareness,
I feel like we already have heaps of shows like that are about awareness, and like movies and stuff. Like there's heaps about bullying and stuff, and we hear it every day at school, like about like don't bully others and shit like that. So
you know, because like, they are trying to make it seem like, you know, it's not okay. I think they made Clay's character a bit more motivational of not bullying, because you can tell he grew stronger at the end and stood up and said, no, you're not okay. But see, in the show like Prison Break, a Netflix show that's rising up its new season, you know, they'll just kill someone and that's it. Yeah. They won't emphasize it. They won't be like, let's talk about it for the whole season. You know, so like, especially with Walking Dead as well. I know it's a TV show about death, but their entertainment is just kill a person next. You know, this one's entertainment. 13 Reasons Why it's like one person died. We're going to talk about it.
You know how you were talking about Clay and how like he kind of stood up for it. I'd like to say Alex did as well, and like. Throughout the end, he's like, no, we did bully Hannah. And then Courtney's like, shut up, Alex. And he's like, no, you know, we did bully Hannah and stuff.
Came to a realization.
Yeah, like, I'd say Alex was up there with Clay. And, like, even though, he did bully Hannah.
You did see little moments when Clay and Alex had a moment where they came together. And then you have moments where they hate each other. But,
so what would you rate it? You know, let's take our pieces of paper and see what we do.
Do so.
Thank you.
I'll start. I'm going to give the TV series 13 Reasons Why a solid 8 out of 10.
Why?
I'd like to know. I like the show because it's short, it's sweet, and it does get a message across. But like, I would give it higher if there was a second season, which I do think there needs to be, maybe. But it would be difficult to write and all that stuff, but it would be great.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a 7.5. I don't know how you guys would take that, if that's good or not, but to me, it felt a bit lacky. I mean, the season's great, it's not bingy. It's not a binge-worthy to me. It was binge-worthy to so many people because they could watch it all in one night. Because they released the series, all episodes. What they're doing with Riverdale is releasing it week by week. And when you release week by week, say you release the first episode, everyone likes it, they can change the 13th episode. So that's what they didn't do here. They got no audience response, so they couldn't change it in time. I reckon if they made the series week by week, they could still change the last episode to how the fans want to see it go. Because I feel that the way they ended it was just not strong. But the first episode hooked me in for a bit, then it just made me stay on the same road. Didn't make me want to leave, but didn't make me want to come back. So yeah, so I got second.
I'm giving it a score of 6. Why? Well, I really hated the ending. I hated how it just left us on a cliffhanger, and then after I watched it, I straight away went on my laptop, checked if there was a second season to get excited for. And when I found out that they probably won't have a second season, I was like, why? And I was like, the season was great, like the characters were great and everything, but the fact that they're not making a second season just dropped it heaps of points.
Overall, it took me about a week to finish.
4 or 5 days, yeah, about a week.
2 days.
2 days.
So, you know, you can see how our scores reflect, I guess, maybe. If you guys do want to see more of these TV reviews, let us know in the comments below, and we will see you guys maybe in the next video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.